Good morning, students. I'm a social teacher. In the last class, we discussed a lesson from history, early Tamil society and culture. In this lesson, we discussed up to Sangam age polity. Today, we are going to discuss about the same lesson, the new topic, society in Sangam age. So, in this lesson, we are going to discuss about the composition of the society, how the society formed. The society began from the Iron Age. That means the communities of the Iron Age society were organized as tribes, and some of them were chiefdoms. Already we know about the chiefdoms and tribes. We discussed in our last class. The Sangam Age society was a society in the transition from a tribal community. In the beginning, we lived in the forest. So, this is a transition period. The tribal people become the civic society. This civic society, that means the large kingdom ruled by king. So, this is the formation of society and community. Here, the composition of the society, the social stratification had begun to take root in Tamil society by the Sangam times. In the Sangam times only, the society began. So, in this time, the people lived as a group. There were several clan based communities, including groups such as Panar, Parattavar, Einar, Ulavar, Kanavar, Vetuvar, and Maravar. There were the communities who lived in the Sangam age. So, these people ruled their small territories. The Vandas chiefs and their associates formed the higher social group. There were priests who were known as Andanas. So, here the Vandas chiefs, they were all and other the associates. That means today we have the president, prime minister, and ministers and chief ministers. They were called the assistants of the president. Likewise, the king ruled the country, and also he has their associates. There were a priest also in the society. The priest known as the Andanas. These Andanas act as a advisor to the kings. In the society, some of the workers, that means the artisans, potters, blacksmiths, and they also lived in the society. The caste system we find in the northern India and did not take root in Tamil country. So, caste system only followed in the North India, not in Tamil country. So, the another one, this divided into 5 situational type and related occupational patterns. There were no caste system in Tamil country, but we have the 5 types of the people related their occupational pattern. That means their occupation. அவங்க வேலை செய்கிறத வச்சு அவங்களுடைய கேஸ்ட்டு இருந்துச்சு. The development of agriculture and the pastoral way of life might have harmed the ecosystem and the naturally available forest and wild animals. The pastoral ways, the pastoral become the people, most of the people of Sangam age were the agricultural society, and also they had a cattle. The pastoral life is one of the part of the Tamil people. Hunter-gatherer might have been pushed to the forest areas, and a few might have taken up the occupation of manual labours. So, hunter-gatherers also there were in this time, and also they become a manual labours. The development of agriculture in the wetland region depended on the use of certain groups of people as labours. The development of agriculture, the wetland as used as the agricultural land, that means the river banks. That most of the river banks were used as a agricultural field. We come to the position of women in Tamil society. Women are frequently referred to Tamil text as mothers, heroines, and foster mothers, friendly women, and partner families, dancers, poets, and royal women were all portrayed in Sangam literature. In Sangam literature, women were treated highly. They were considered as a heroines. They are referred to the women from all five ecozones. For example, Venni Kuyatiyar is identified as the poetess from the village of Venni. So he was a Venni Kuyatiyar, he was a poetess. So he is identified in the Sangam literatures. She lived in the village of Venni. There are references to women protecting Thinai field from birds and Womanar Kula woman selling salt, showing that women were involved in primary production. Instance where women prefer to die along with their husband also occur in the literature of the time. That means in the Sangam literature, in the Sangam period, Sangam time, the women were participated in the all the works. That means women were considered as equal to men. They also work with their husbands. Another one, the economy. The economy of the Sangam period. The economy was mixed as elaborated in the Thinai concept. Now also we have the mixed economy. Likewise in the previous time, that means in the Sangam period, our economy was mixed economy. The people practiced agriculture, pastoralism, trade and money exchange, hunting, gathering and fishing depending upon the eco zones in which they lived. So that means the people worked in many other occupation or many fields. So here the fishing depending upon the eco zones in which they lived. That means if the people lived in the coastal region, they also fishing in their nearby sea. If the people lived near the river banks, they fishing in the river. So agricultural production. Agriculture was one of the main source of subsistence. Crops like sugar, paddy, millets were cultivated. So agriculture was the main source of subsistence. That means it is most important thing. Most important thing means that it is a primary occupation, prime occupation. They cultivated paddy, sugarcane, millets. Both wet and dry lands farming were practiced in Tamil people, in Tamil land. In the riverine and tank irrigated areas, paddy was cultivated. In the riverine means water available areas and water catchable areas. In the areas, the people practiced agriculture. Paddy was cultivated in that particular regions. Millets were cultivated in the dry lands. The dry lands were used as a cultivation of the millets. Variety of rice such as the senal red rice, venal white rice, and ivananel, a type of rice, are mentioned in the literature. The type of red rice, white rice, and the ivananel, these were the rice varieties. These varieties of rice are mentioned in the Sangam literatures. Rice grains were found in the burials urns at excavations in Adichanallur and Porundal. Already the husks of the rice are discovered in the Adichanallur and the Porundal excavation. That rice were kept in the burials. People in the forest adopted punam or shifting cultivation. So already we discussed or studied about the shifting cultivation in our 8th standard. Likewise in our Sangam period, people in the Sangam period, the shifting cultivation also practiced. The pastoralism, nomadic people earning livelihood by rearing cattle, sheep and goat. The cattle rearing means not only the cattle, cow, buffaloes and goat, sheep, these are the cattle. Industries and craft of the Sangamis. The craft production and craft specialization were important aspects of urbanization. The urbanization, so in the people produced a number of craft, that means handicraft, and also they used some of the articles. Likewise, we will discuss in later the following classes. We will discuss about the industries and the crafts. The system of production of commodities is called industry. The commodities, necessary commodities, were produced in the Sangam period. The people involved in this activity, they used their home as the industry, and also other areas they built a separate building for the making of these commodities. Pottery was practiced in many settlements. Pottery was used by many people. All the peoples of Tamils were used potteries. Pottery produced by Kalam Seiko, that means potters, in their daily activities, and so they were made in the large numbers. Blackware, russet coated painted ware, black and red ware potteries were the different types of pottery used in the Sangam period. We can see the some of potteries in our book, page number 41. Iron smelting industry. So iron smelting industry also is in the Sangam period. So that means the Sangam people also use the iron articles, that means the iron objects. The smelting of iron, the technology is known by the Tamil people. The iron manufacturing was an important artisanal activities. Iron smelting was undertaken in the traditional furnaces, and such furnaces which terracotta pipes and raw ore have been found in many archaeological sites. The terracotta pipes means pipes means that pipes were made by the clay, that clay was burnt by the people in the fire. Instance evidence of iron smelting has been found in Kodumanal and Kuttur. The Kodumanal and Kuttur areas, there was a excavation. In this excavation, they discovered this type of pipes, terracotta pipes. Sangam literature speaks of blacksmiths and their tools and activities. Sangamis, this type people in the Sangamis, the blacksmiths were highly portrayed, and their tools and activities. Iron implements were required for agriculture and warfare. Most of the iron implements were used for the agricultural activities and warfare. Sword, daggers and spears. You can see the swords. These swords are kept in our Pondicherry Museum. This is also discovered in our nearby areas like Suttikeni, Parambai and Auroville. In these regions, this type of swords were discovered. Presently, these swords were kept in our Pondicherry Museum. Another one, stone ornaments. Sangam age people adorned themselves with the variety of ornaments, while the poor wore ornaments made of clay. The Sangam people, there was a different communities. These communities, the that means the rich people wore the gold ornaments, silver ornaments and copper ornaments. But in the poor people, they wore clay ornaments, terracotta, iron and leaves and flowers. The rich wore jewelry made of precious stones, copper and gold. The poor peoples wore the ornaments made of clay, terracotta, iron and leaves and flowers. But the rich people wore the precious stones, copper and gold ornaments. Okay, children, today's class is over. Already I sent a question answer with the previous class link. Now also I will send for those who are not complete your classwork, complete it today. Thank you.